Hey everybody, John here from No Joke NHL, Monday, April 23rd with our daily NHL report. We took the weekend off from videos, but we didn't take the weekend off from wagering or posting our selection, so hopefully you're able to follow along without the video reports. I'm sure everybody was. We went 6, 3, and 2 over the weekend for plus 6.63 units. Friday night 3-0, Saturday we went 1 and 2 for plus 0.23 units, and Sunday 2, 1 and 2 for plus 1.7. And if you don't know by now, basically No Joke NHL, what we like to do is put ourselves in positive money positions that if we lose only 1 unit, and when we win, we capitalize at more than 1 unit, sometimes as many as 2 to 1, 3 to 1, 4 to 1 plays. We were able to wrap up a couple nice series plays. We had the Nashville Predators, which came in for us Friday night. We had 3 series plays on the Predators. 2 of those we cashed. The Nashville minus 120 for the series, and Nashville to win it in 5 games at 6 to 1. And then, of course, we forfeit the ticket that we purchased on Nashville to win it in 6. So we go 2 and 1 on that series for plus 7 units or plus 6 units. And we also had St. Louis Blues, 2 plays on them. We had Blues in 5 games at 4 to 1, Blues in 6 games at 4.8 to 1. Blues, of course, wrap it up on Saturday night at for 4 to 1 there. So we take 3 units of profit for that. Couple that with a couple of our losing plays. We had Pittsburgh in 4. Obviously didn't happen. They lose the series in 6. Didn't sweep the Flyers. And then we also bought a Vancouver Canuck ticket after Game 1 at plus 105, which we were eliminated on last night. So overall, a great weekend of wagering for us, and great weekend of hockey. And these series are starting to wind down. We already have one matchup going forward in the Western Conference. We have the Los Angeles Kings facing the St. Louis Blues. Of course, Kings as the 8 seed, Blues as the number 2 seed. So Blues will have home ice. We'll be looking for series prices to come out on that, hopefully sometime later this afternoon. 2 games tonight, 2 teams facing elimination. New York Rangers, one of those teams facing elimination, in spite of being more than 2 to 1 favorites to win this series before it started. It's the Ottawa Senators up 3 games to 2 and on home ice tonight to finish off the Rangers. Rangers, the slight minus 115 favorite. They'll come back on Senators, minus 105. Of course, tight series. Hagelin coming back for the Rangers after serving the 3-game suspension, and Daniel Alfredsson, the victim of that suspension, comes back as well. Have to think this helps the Senators a little bit as Alfredsson is the captain, but overall, both players coming back and in action for Game 6. Total is lined at 5 with the over at minus 105, the under 5 at minus 115. Definitely don't like anything there. This series has kind of been dominated by the goaltenders. Surprisingly, Anderson standing up pretty much even with Henrik Lundqvist, although you would certainly have to give the edge to Lundqvist if you were picking a goaltender to start to build a team around. However, Lundqvist has to be perfect, whereas Anderson has a little bit of play here. Not going to make any wagers tonight on this series. Just going to watch it as a hockey fan and see if Ottawa can do the unthinkable at, like I said, as a 2 to 1 underdog before this series started. The other game tonight, Phoenix Coyotes, Chicago Blackhawks. This series was touted Blackhawks slight favorite, even though the Coyotes held home ice. And this series has been tight as advertised, but all 5 games go to overtime so far, with the Phoenix Coyotes holding a 3-game-to-2 lead in this series. Game 6 tonight in Chicago with the Blackhawks a minus 145 favorite, plus 125 on the Phoenix Coyotes as a comeback. You would almost have to side with the Coyotes there, or side with the underdog period. However, it's been laid out in this series, as this has been really a super tight series. Mike Smith, of course, the key for Phoenix Coyotes, and Corey Crawford being the key negatively for the Chicago Blackhawks. Tough for me to call which way it's going to go. Blackhawks have more weapons and been getting more shots on goal and dictating the offensive play, but Mike Smith has been standing up, for the most part, with the exception of those two last 10-second goals in games 1 and 2. But it's certainly not a lock either way. So again, I'm going to pass on this one. As far as the total, it's going to be tough to predict. You would think for the Blackhawks to be successful, pucks would be going in the net, but that has not been the case. So we're going to hold off on wagering on anything on that game. Looking forward to tomorrow night, we have Florida Panthers at the New Jersey Devils. Florida holding the 3-2 series edge lead there. We're skating in New Jersey for Game 6, -165 favorites. The Devils are +145 comeback on the Florida Panthers. And with the way this whole series, if you look at it as a whole, you would have to favor the Panthers, as does the lead in games here. And +150 on New Jersey ice seems to be a pretty square price there if you like the Florida Panthers to finish this off. And to be honest with you, I kind of do. I think the Devils playing a little off mentally here. Not sure what the answer is, but it seems that they're just not able to dominate for any length of period of time in this series. 4-0 victory in Game 4 on New Jersey ice the last time they were in New Jersey. But that game was 1-0 going into the third period before Clemenson melts down, gives up 3 goals out on 10 shots in the fourth period. Although going into that, he had given up only 1 goal on 18 shots in the first 2 periods of that one. So, of course, it's Jose Theodore coming back and getting the 3-0 shutout in Florida in Game 5. And so we're sure to see Brodeur versus Theodore in Game 6 here. And like I said, I would lean with the Florida Panthers at +145 or better. Going into Wednesday, we have at least one game on the card, depending on how the results go, either tonight or tonight with the Phoenix Coyotes series, and or the Ottawa Senators series as well. But Wednesday night, as of right now, we have the Bruins hosting Game 7 against the Capitals. -200 favorite in this game. Capitals +170 on the comeback. Nothing that I've seen in this series dictates that either one of these teams should be a dominant favorite going forward. This line for Game 7 pretty much mirrors the series odds before it started. Actually, a little bit more for the Bruins as the series started. But like I said, this series has been toe-to-toe, trading goals back and forth, couple overtime contests here. And so, to lay 200 on Boston in Game 7, a little foolhardy in my opinion. I believe the dog would be the play here, whether you're a Bruins fan or not. Holding 2 series tickets on the Capitals, so I'm probably going to just let those ride, not make any plays in this final Game 7 here. Definitely not going to hedge on the Boston Bruins, as nothing seems to indicate that the Bruins are, a deadlock to take this Game 7. They are the likely favorite, but not -200 favorites in my opinion, so I'm probably going to let those series plays ride. So that wraps up the plays for today. Like I said, we don't have any plays for today, but it just brings us up to date with what's going on in the playoffs. I wanted to mention, give a couple shout outs here to some great sources for hockey betting information as well as other betting information. Of course, Dave Tooley's View from Vegas, which is where I got started posting and what created No Joke NHL to what it is right now. These little feeble videos in my own home. But I hope you're enjoying them because I definitely enjoy viewfromvegas.com, and Dave Tooley's site has definitely taught me a lot about wagering and not making bad bets. So go to Dave Tooley's viewfromvegas.com and become a better bettor. Also, AJ's Plays been doing NHL predictions now this season. One play per day. He's on the New York Rangers tonight, and he's up 20+ units for the season. So definitely a voice to reckon with if you're looking for some hockey information there. GambLou at GambLou.com, and also on Twitter. Blogger puts out a lot of information. Does UFC, NHL, of course, NFL football in the fall, and definitely a valuable source. His information's been spot on, and congrats to him. He just cashed a 190 series play on the Kings, as he put out in his blog. So check those people out. Oh, and one more, sportsinvesting.ca. Tim from Sports Investing definitely has some good information out there. Has his own site, sportsinvesting.ca. He was kind enough to publish an article I put out, Hockey Playoffs in March. So if you want to go over there, check out what I said in March, see if what I was saying holds true. Feel free to go back in these videos. I have one from April 11th for series plays that I made in the first round. So go back and check and see what I said, including the ridiculous we'll never see a line of 6 in the playoffs for the Pittsburgh and Philadelphia series, where I was way wrong, and including calling a sweep on the Pittsburgh Pittsburgh by the Pittsburgh Penguins on the Flyers, which of course was not to happen. So definitely in the plus from the first round, so that's a good thing. We're definitely going to keep this moving forward. We were even going to keep it moving forward if we were losing, because like I said, it's all about value and putting yourself in positions to win. It's not about just cashing tickets. It's about cashing the right tickets, and when you throw tickets on the ground, that they're not big losses. So that's what No Joke NHL is about. Hope you're enjoying these videos. Hope you're enjoying the hockey. And until we meet again tomorrow. Thanks.